Hello everyone, welcome to episode 12 of my ocean-only survivor world. Now, in the previous episode, we made this giant island on top of here, where the lake will be. Now, I've turned down the render distance a little bit, so I can't actually see the whole outline. There we go. So the lake is very, very big. And there will be a castle on top of here. We'll get to that in a couple of episodes because I want to do some quality of life improvements right now. And the first one will actually be right here in the end portal room. Now, what I have to do is fix this duper because it actually broke in the middle of an update. So I'm hoping that the new design I chose, which obviously link in the description, will work for at least a couple of updates. If it doesn't, I guess I'll stock it up anyway. So I'll just stock up on the sand. And if it breaks, I'll have a backup before I have to rebuild it again. And I am just going to quickly reference the tutorial. Or actually, I'm going to break this first. Alright, so here it is, open and clean space, and there doesn't seem to be a need to have it built in a particular direction. So I'm just going to turn on rendering and align the schematic. So everything is like this, and now I can just spam page down until I only see one layer at a time. There we go. And we have to start a couple of blocks higher, but that's no problem. Let me just build this platform. It's really compact compared to the other one. As you can see, I could have used, I think, even the original end portal room, but now it is what it is. So I'm going to have to use what I got. And I hope I don't just randomly go through the portal, because that wouldn't be too great. Sticky pistons, regular pistons, redstone, observers, and some building blocks. There we go. This should be everything. It's very, very compact. But yeah, I think this is it for the overworld part. And actually, I can test it out. Let me... I think I missed something. I don't have redstone dust on top of here. So that's what's wrong with this. There we go. And if I trigger this now... Alright, so I found what the issue was. This here was a solid block when it should have been a trapdoor. And if we trigger this now... Yep, that definitely works. And let's check out if anything happened in the end, on the end side. I think if you try hard enough, you can actually... Yeah, there we go. Okay, it does work. So... now we have to build an actual minecart collection system because I've watched a couple of... I watched a video, his follow-up video, and he says that now in 1.21, when an entity goes into the end, this platform is reset and everything above it is broken. So if we had like hoppers here, it would just break. And that's also why the sand works, because the sand actually gets placed down and then when a new one comes in, it breaks. But then we have to have like a minecart or something collection system underneath, and that's what we're going to build next. But I think I have all my materials in the overworld. Alright, so I'm here in the stronghold. I got all the resources I'm going to need, and let's just jump into the portal if we can glitch up again. I've set my spawn already, so now we're here, and I'm just going to clear this up first. Let's just put this all here for now, and let's just clear up the area. Alright, I guess I'll leave this cross here just for scaffolding for now. And I'll clear this up to the mountain here. Alright, so in this schematic, the water comes up out here, which I think it would be better. I don't know, when we transform the end at some point in time, I guess we'll have enough sand at that point. So let's just start building with the full layer selection on, just because I want to see what I need. So I'm going to need these and some of these. Alright, so it's finished. I made a little platform here so you don't fall down when you go collect the sand. And from the previous chest, there was almost a shulker full of sand left over. So let's... I forgot the water. Let's now go and test the machine out if it works. But before we do that, I actually need a couple more things because I forgot. So now, if I... one here, one there, and one over there. There we go. Let's quickly test out if this works. Oh, okay. Did I forget something? I did forget something. Okay, okay, I have an idea. Let's turn this off and let's put the minecarts, push them over there. Alright, and let's test it out now. And it goes up over the stair. Okay, and if we turn this off, there we go. So let me just quickly explain how this thing works. So basically we have minecarts going here and then they go up here and they trigger this when they pass. They trigger all of these detector rails and then they get stuck on this stair. But because the stair is not a full block, it gets automatically teleported to the rail below because that's how rails work. And because the hitbox is still half in this lava, they get killed and put in the hoppers and put back into the dispensers. But when they go off this detector rail, it stays on for a couple of ticks, I think, and then it triggers the observer again, which triggers the dispenser and the cycle repeats. And because now they're on, they won't trigger again. Alright, let's go turn on the chunk loader in the overworld and come back to see if it works as well as I hoped it is. Alright, and then we start this machine. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, they get bundled up there and then they go as one stack. So that prevents lag as well. This just isn't collecting much. Alright, let's put all of this excess sand in here. And all of this as well. And you have to AFK in here. So we can just stay here for a couple of minutes to see how it all goes. And these hoppers are already full, which is cool, I guess. I think it will start to overflow until the end, and then it will keep up with the farm, because this farm is way faster than one we had before. But yeah, that's housekeeping problem number 1 done, because now we have sand, and we can actually make more TNT for the dirt farm, because we're going to need a whole lot more dirt. Alright, so the second thing I really want to do in today's episode is get rid of this and this. So this is my own personal chest monster, and as you can see, it's pretty just random stuff everywhere. So yeah, I have to sort this out, but first I need space to do that. So I was planning on just expanding this stone platform here until we get a more suitable space to do that. There is one thing I want to do first. And that thing would be to map out everything like we did here, just with the new terrain built up. So let's go in the air and start documenting everything from, let's say, over here. Okay, let's set up a wall just over here and see what we got. I got the outline now, so let's set it up here. Okay, this one is definitely not here, it's down here. This is huge. So let's see, today is the 3rd of August 2024, and this is from episode 11. So look at this, this is episode 10, and this is episode 11. Jesus Christ. Alright, now let's get back to our storage room. I'm just going to extend this little platform. Okay, so this is 28 chests. Alright, so I've done some cleaning, and there's all these chests are full except for these two. And then we have some chests left over, like with this, which I don't know what to do with. And there are some random items in here, like arrows. And these could probably be combined into a single chest. And then everything else, what I don't know where to put, is in here for now. And I'm going to get to sorting this out as well, but just not now. Because now I want to do the 3rd dimension we have to take care of. So we did do something in the end, we did do something in the overworld. And now we have to do something in the nether. And obviously in the nether means at my gold farm. So I've already gotten myself into some trouble. And okay, so I have a couple of shulker boxes here already, with some white glass, some iron, and a brewing stand, and some potions of weakness. I think I've got 10 potions and a lot of apples. So we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Obviously there are 8. So let's get 8 apples prepared, because I want to get these villagers set up so that we can actually trade for redstone with them. So I'm going to turn them all into clerics, and then I'm going to cure them, because I have this little mechanism that drops them down, and they will be able to get damaged by a zombie. And I've had to make this in order for it not to escape, but as you can see, they should be fine here, right? Or will a zombie... Actually, let me test it out, if a zombie can hit them like this, and if it can, I'm just going to move all of these one block lower. Alright, so it seems that this setup should work fine. I don't know how, but yeah. So let's just get rid of all the blocks that are not needed, because all of them can become spawn platforms or other stuff. And I'm going to replace all of the blocks that we need with the prettier blocks, with the stone, the pretty one. So for now, let's just get rid of everything. I'll have to get a zombie up here as well, but we can get those because those spawn from piglins as well. Alright, so I've done most of the things that I needed. I am going to place this somewhere else so I don't accidentally break everything. Well, let's say here should be fine. And now I have to get a zombie. Oh, we got a zombie. Okay. Get up, please. Yes, okay. There we go. And we got him in. And now we can seal this off. And we will soon be able to break that portal as well. And let's get rid of all of these blocks. Alright, now there's a zombie in there, and I have to give them professions first, so I wonder where I can put the brewing stands. Yeah, in between them, I guess. And let me double check if it's 100% that they sell what I want them to. Okay, yeah, so pretty much all the useful trades are 100%. For some of the pearls, they're not 100%, but I can live with that, I guess. I have to be very careful not to anger that zombie. And let's start assigning these villagers jobs. Nice. One. Okay, I have to fix those two, because otherwise the one in the middle won't get any trades. How am I supposed to do that now? Alright, so I got them all in, they all have a profession now, and now I just need to get another zombie. The problem is that I don't really need to cure them, because as you can see, I'm mostly here for redstone dust, but I am willing to trade some rotten flesh, because this farm uses a lot of it, and a lot of golden swords apparently too. Wow. Okay, let's try curing each of them once and see what we get. Alright, so I got it in, and I have my potions ready. I wonder how this will work. Let's try and trigger the system. Yeah, he's straight for him. And on to the next one. Yeah, I hope I can get at least two at once. There we go. Let's see if I break this. Now I wait 5 minutes. The prices should be lower. In the meantime, I guess we can do the next two. I think he got all of them, yep. And now we wait for 5 minutes. Okay, so a couple here got cured already. Let's see the trades. 26 for one. Maybe I should do them again, but let's just trade with them for a while. I'm probably going to use up all of this. I want to level them up one by one, so I see what I can get. Lapis, 1 gold for 1 emerald is also crazy, especially with this farm. There were some parities where they couldn't get a job, but I think we got that fixed now. And now I just want to log them all in, just so that doesn't happen again. But yeah, I think that I can take now all of this home with me, and that's going to be the nether part finished, at least for now. Not planning on doing anything more here other than clean up and maybe improve this system. Let's also close this so nothing bad happens. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we've done here. So yeah, let's go back to the overworld. Alright, yeah, so we have housekeeped, or I don't know, tidied up all the 3 dimensions that we needed for now. And yeah, I have no idea how long this video is, but if it's like short enough, I'd like to do something else, and that is raid a couple of trial chambers again, because in the last episode, or when we did that, it was I think 2 episodes ago, we got some snow, and that was really the only thing I was after, and so I didn't get anything else. I think I got some breeze rods and wind chargers. I'll actually take those with me, but that's about it. So in the next episode, we'll go there and get all of the other items we need to get. And there's a lot of items I can get there and only there. So stay tuned for the next episode. And as for today, I think this is a little bit of shorter episode, but I guess we'll have to have some of those as well. So yeah, as for today, this is it. So hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.